Everyone, my name is Marilyn, Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. Whether you're returning or whether you're here for the first time, I welcome you. I love creating and sharing with you weekly, and sometimes you might find an extra video or reel or something in there. So I'm glad that you're following me. I'd like to ask you over on YouTube to please subscribe and share with your friends. The more people we can have joining us, the more fun it is for all of us. So please do that. You can see my comment. Please answer the question scrolling across the top. That's my weekly question, and that's to help you if you can't quite think of what to say, because everybody who comments gets their name put in the draw for what I'm making, and I will send it to you next week after the draw is done. So hop on, let me know where you're watching from, let me know what's happening in your part of the world. Here in this part of Alberta, it's getting darker and darker every day. We're losing daylight hours, so I don't like that part. So tell me what you think about those kind of things. Hi Maggie, I know you're in southern Alberta, so you probably don't have darkness quite as much as we do yet. So I'm glad to see you here too. And Gail, I do see your comment there. So I'm going to try to do this on my own. Faye, my moderator, has gone on holidays, so I'm doing this myself. So I appreciate all of you who can to answer questions that anybody might have as we go through this. And I'm going to show you this neat little way of making backgrounds. So Maggie says, sun is already down in southern Alberta too. Yeah, here sunset is about 7:30 right now. So, and it's just after 7, as you know. So yeah, it gets dark way too fast, way faster than it gets daylight in the spring. So I'm going to switch my camera over, show you a couple things. Hello, Linda. Good to see you on there. So as my description mentioned, I am going to be using plastic wrap for background today. But before we get to that, World Card Making Day is coming soon, October 4th. If you'd like to take part in that with the Stampin' Up world, please register with Stampin' Up. You do not have to purchase anything. You can if you want. There is a kit that they are putting together that day. And I do have it here if anybody's interested in seeing it. I can show you pieces of it. I don't have the cards put together, but I do have the stand, the desktop caddy put together already. I can show you that and let you know how to go ahead and purchase it. So that's happening. The other thing that is happening will be here very quickly is a join promotion, it's called. If you want to join my team, and everybody is welcome, whether you've been part of my team before or not, please reach out if you have questions. I do have a video on my website talking about Stampin' Up, and I'm more than willing to answer any questions you have. You do not have to do anything other than join. So that's starting October 1st, and it goes the whole month of October. So if you're even considering it, let me know, and we'll discuss answers to any of your questions. Put it that way. Hello, Stacy. Thinking of Stacy, let me just do this for a minute. Stacy, you won the prize from last week, so thank you for commenting. And this is what we made. And I'm thinking, because it is kind of a 3D thing, Stacy, I'll probably send you a 6x6 ready to put together, and you can, I'm sure you can figure out how to put it together, okay? So thank you again for taking part. And, whoops, I'll go back here now. Hello, Betty. Yes, please keep answering. Hello, Pam. Keep answering the question across the top. And I'm just going to show you a couple more things. The join special is happening. Please, because you're on YouTube watching this, please subscribe and share with your friends, because we love having crafting company, don't we? And last week, I don't remember if it was in my Zoom with Friends class, which all of you are welcome to join. Just let me know and I'll get the cutting instructions email sent to you. So Sorry, I'm trying to read comments as well. Last week I talked about a neat technique I had found somebody shared where they took the black and white paper and colored the background areas. And I was sitting here listening to a recording a couple days ago, and this is what I did with this one. I don't know, that may go on that side. I don't remember where it went. But isn't that neat? This was the same from the same package. So the same idea. I don't have a piece of this left. I should have kept this one to show you. But it was very easy with our blends just to go in and color the background. And it's a totally, totally different look for your designer paper. So, great. Pam. Pam likes homemade apple pie and ice cream. Yum, yum. Yes. Hello, Marie. Good to see all of you. Yes, please keep commenting. And yeah, it's just a real neat, if you, sorry, got too many things happening here. I'm not used to this. If you have black and white paper or any other paper, if it's just got a design and you can color in the background of it, look at how different it looks. That's what I wanted to share with you. I have not many other cards to show afterwards, but I do have one that's a pretty wow card that we did last week in our Zoom with friends, thanks to Pam. So stay with me, and we will see that at the end. So to start, I have a white layer for inside. I have an early espresso. I'm still doing Halloween. Have you noticed? Most of this month has been Halloween things, fall things. And I have Timid Tiger. And then I have crushed curry. And then I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. So I'll do that when I get to decorating. But this background is really simple. So I'm going to do it on here. And all you need to do is take a little bit of wrap. And of course, can't get it apart because I want to, but just doesn't have to be big. All you do is scrunch it up, dip it in your ink, and put it on your card base. Have you ever tried that? I'm going to use the 3 colors that I just mentioned I have for this card. And I'm going to start with, I think, probably crushed curry, which is what this paper is. And all you do, if you haven't done this before, like I say, you just need to use this as your stamp. Tap it in. If you're afraid it's too much, tap it off on your paper, or just tap all over your card base. And if you haven't learned this already, the color will, as it dries, it will lighten up a little bit. So that's my crushed curry. Then I'm going to add some Timid Tiger just because I have it as a layer. And I'm not going to ink it in the same spot, but being of Scottish background, I'm not going to get a new piece. I'm just going to kind of turn it over and try it in a different, and you can see it is much, maybe should have stamped that one off. But again, I'll just hold it a little bit closer. You can see just a real neat background. Hello, Yvonne. Yeah, and then last but not least, I am going to add a little bit of the early espresso because, try not to get it on my fingers. And that one I will stamp off because I don't want it to overpower my other background. So let me know. Whoops, forgot to stamp off that one. So I think that is pretty good. That's going to give me kind of a, Gail, what a neat idea. I'm going to share that because, whoops, where did you go? Here. Recently learned that a curly Kate pot scrubber works great for this as well. The other thing that I have seen and have done is the bubble wrap. Not so much the big ones that we now get in our Stampin' Up orders, but anything with the smaller bubbles. Can't think of where they might come from right now, but looks like flowers. Yes, yes, Maggie. It does. And sorry if I don't get to your questions or answers on here. I will certainly look at them later. But so that's all there is to it. That's my background. So for this card, I'm going to put these pieces together, and then I will decorate the front. I've got some words because I did not buy a Halloween set. I've got words from ephemera pack, and some punch outs from the paper. That's where this little guy came from, is the pack of the Halloween paper. I did get it, and I will be doing at least one more Halloween kind of card towards the end of October. But until then, I'm waiting to find out some of the... there's another idea. Thanks, Yvonne. Inside of an Amazon envelope. Yes, that would be where the smaller bubbles are, kind of thing, from the bubble wrap. This one I'm going to put on with dimensionals, just for a bit of variety. And I have, depending on how we decorate it, I do have some embellishments. I've been working on my scrapbook kit that I purchased back in July from Stampin' Up to do for my great-grandson. And the one lady that all of the month, each month has a different YouTube video for it. And the one lady that I watched do one of the months, she had, on something like this, I bet she had 12 or 15 dimensionals, because she wasn't letting that thing come apart. And I'm sorry, but that just doesn't compute in my world. So I don't. I do have one other card sample done with this technique to show you at the end. And in the comments, let me know what color choices would you do for putting a background like this? What colors for using your plastic wrap to make your background? And what other, what kind of card, like a anniversary card, a birthday card? Just let's share some ideas as to what we can do with that. And as I said, every comment goes into a draw, which I do next week, just before I come on live, to pick someone to send the card to. Now, it may be a while before you get it. I don't know if you've heard, but I am very thankful to the ladies on here who come to my monthly classes that we've progressed to using our own paper and supplies. So I'm not hurrying to get Canada Post to get the kits to you, because today on the news, tonight, as we were having supper and watching, Canada Post is going on strike. And we don't know for how long or anything else. Now, that little guy looks kind of lonely there. But I have, this is a punch-out sheet. And thanks, Pam. Yes, Pam says Petunia Pop and anything else. So I know that's one of your favorites, Pam. So for me, of course, it would probably be a blue of some sort. I first of all thought when I did this, do I want that? Well, that kind of covers the whole background. Then, when I was doing this little guy, I thought, well, maybe he needs a partner. So maybe this little one. And we could also, I don't know if pumpkin will work because that's not pumpkin, but it's close. And okay, so give me some ideas. Yes, yes, another postal straight. Thanks, Maggie. Those are great ideas. Cajun Craze, Garden Green, Memento Black for Christmas background. That one for sure, as you saw here with the early espresso, if you're using Memento Black, I would suggest stamping off before you use it. And then I opened this, which is Greetings for All, Mix and Match. And there's a Happy Halloween in here. So I am going to try using it. And top, bottom, somewhere. I don't think there's anything else applicable, but you can see there's lots of ideas. I think the black background is best. I think I don't know what I like. Maybe I like that. And I like the tree too, Pam, but I think it takes... Oh, Linda likes the tree if it takes... Oh, look it. Just a minute before I go and discount it totally. I just noticed there's some pieces that punch out, so therefore you could see the background better. Maybe it will go yet. Okay, let's try this. Oh yeah, and then this would go at the bottom. Maybe this little guy here. And I think I'll still put this one on the inside though. Just smush the tree with some of those colors. Good idea. And I do have another one if it messes it up, so let's try it out. You guys are just such wonderful helpers. Great idea. Okay, that's my Timid Tiger. There, it looks like a fall tree now. Okay, so I think definitely need these on dimensionals, and I will use quite a few on here to make sure the edges stand up. So I know a number of you are great Halloween lovers, and I assume that you send Halloween cards out to family. Do you do treat bags to give the Halloweeners that come to your door? Or do you let them pick candy they want out of a bowl? What are the traditions that you have? This one I am going to put on with little dimensionals. Get them unstuck off my fingers. And like I said, tomorrow our Zoom with Friends is going to be another great design. And really, I know a lot of the ladies that do the teaching are always worried about, did we do this before? Please do not worry about that. We're just there to have fun and create together, and we share so many wonderful ideas with the ladies. Whoever's having an issue with trying to get something to work or whatever, just pops on and asks a question, and we've always got so many wonderful friends sharing ideas with us. So please don't ever think that it wouldn't be for you. We laugh, we share stories, whether it's of our own escapades or sometimes things that happened many years ago. It's just a great community that we have, and everyone is welcome. So there is my little guy, and you saw, does not take long to fussy cut if you want to fussy cut out a paper. Oh, great idea, Maggie, for doing that. Thank you for sharing. Now, I am going to put something on the inside. Maybe this guy, because he, Pam lives for Fridays. Yes, I've heard that from a few people, and it all started, as if you don't know, it started when COVID locked us all down, and it was a way to keep in touch, and it has just exploded, which I love. I think last time I looked, and I don't double check that each week, but I think last time I looked, there were 220 videos on there. And you can go back and look at them. There's no restrictions there. I don't even think I'm going to put any of these on. This is what I was going to put, but I think we're pretty lucky just that way. I might put some Wink Stella to make the tree a little, I don't know if it would make it sparkle or not. Not even close up, it's not doing much, so cancel that one. This is the other card that I made, and so you can see I did just the two colors, the used Berry Vanilla here, this is the Early Espresso, and this is the Crushed Curry, and then I stamped over it with Early Espresso. So you can do that. You don't have to have cutouts, die cuts or anything, but you can stamp on it too, and it good. Glad to hear you're planning on coming, ladies, tomorrow. And now I'll just set those over there so you can see them. I want to show you the one that Pam taught us last week in our Zoom with friends, and it doesn't look like a lot here. I mean, I used again, I think maybe even from that same one, but look at this when you open it. It opens this way, and it opens this way, and you have many places to put greetings. If you go to my VIP page, lots of the Zoomers, as we call them, have been posting their pictures with different designs, different paper. Everybody's got different papers, and what they've put on the inside. I just, again, used my mix and match. And, whoops, did it wrong, Pam. Yeah. No, honest, I did have it folded before. There. Now it'll fold it. And like Pam said, after a few times it does stay. Some people have used like a belly band to go around it to hold it. It will fit in a regular envelope because it's, these are a couple of cards I had on my Facebook page. It's a little bit longer than the card there, you can see, but it's thicker. So it would need a little bit extra postage, but it's really a neat card. So thank you again, Pam, for sharing it. These are just a couple I did with just using circles punched out of designer paper. Again, this is a sticker from one of the, similar to this, only it's from a package of designer paper. And I just matched the colors and put them on there. So I've got 2 more cards that way. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to just pop back for a minute. And I see that I don't know if there's questions, but most of them I think I did catch as we were going. I thank you for being here with me. Again, please share with your friends, have them come along and join us. And I look forward to seeing a lot of you tomorrow on our Zoom with Friends. Take care now. Bye.